multi-purpose society. He has been in real estate industry for over a decade, which he have trained several real estate professionals. I'm one of his students when he was at mainland, very close to Maryland there. I've attended some of his classes. Then I'm just a baby in real estate industry. So he was the one that gave us a trick and a strategy how you can handle your landlord. And then I think there's a name we call him that time, sack your landlord. So we are all have in a saver professional hand who can give us a good drive force towards the real estate industry, how you can be able to manage your office, how you can be able to manage your clients, how you can be able to make prospects in what you are doing. Because Mr. Debo has played a vital role in the industry that have a good recognition of both Nigeria and outside Nigeria. So he has been a trained mediator in England, and he has passed through a lot of stages before he can be one of the president of real estate developers in Nigeria. He has one of the member of Chamber of Commerce, and he has undergone a lot of certification members. So let us welcome Mr. Adebo Ajagunna to be part of this meeting today and give us what we can take home and we can use as a tool in the industry. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. I trust you can see me very clearly. Hope you can. Can you hear me? I want to be sure I can be heard.
Yes,
Hello?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yes, okay. I can hear you.
Okay. You hear me better now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. Good morning, everyone. Nice to be here. Yeah, nice to be here. Thank you very much, Mr. Ani Tinubu, for that introduction. It's good to know that our path is crossing again after a couple of years. We are still on the mainland, though. It's just that, yes, we have trainings now on the island as well. We do outside of Lagos, Abuja and all. Yeah. So it's my pleasure to be here. I want to appreciate the handlers of AEAN for giving me that opportunity to speak to our members today. Thank you very much. The team of Niyi Tinubu came and the rest of the people handling the AEAN flag. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Now we'll go straight to the point because I would not want to waste our time. Just a basic ground rules, please. So the way I like to teach, so don't expect any slip. But since I've been made a co-host, I will be using the white board a lot. Okay, if I need to illustrate something, I'll be sharing that way. I'm using it a lot. So, if you have any question as I go along, I don't mind you just raising up your hand or just calling my attention to it, maybe by unmuting yourself, okay, and saying you have a question. But once you raise up your hand, I will know you have a question, okay, to ask. And so I would allow you to be able to have the opportunity to ask that question. So that's how we would pilot the affairs of today. Then at the end of the presentation as well, I would give room for some other questions that we may have, okay? I believe that somebody in the team of AEN is monitoring the waiting room, so we can have people join us as they get into the waiting room, because I'm seeing a couple in the waiting room there. So thank you very much. AAN is a national association, and so I believe we are all joining from Lagos or Nigeria today. I would just like to know the people I'm in the room with. I know we've been doing some introduction, but some of us have probably not done that. So can you please help me? Just tell me in the chat room where you are joining us from, the location where you are at, that you are joining us from. We have a number of people in the waiting room. I believe Nkem, you probably are monitoring it in admitting people I want to be. So can we go ahead, please? Just drop your location, where you are in Lagos or in Nigeria or in the world. Just drop it. I need to know where the people are from. It will be my presentation. Just drop it in the chat. Just drop your location: Lagos, Lagos Island, Magodo, Ikeja, Oyo State, Abuja, Osun. Okay, great. I'm seeing Abuja. I'm seeing Katsina. I'm seeing a number of places there. Fantastic. Ikeja. Great, great, great. Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt. Fantastic. States. Fantastic. Wow. Great. Great. Abeokuta. Great. Great. Okay. Thank you very much. It's obvious that our listenership cuts across. Surulere, Ijesha, mainland. Yeah. Great. Thank you very much. Now, I'll be speaking on the title that we've been told about: how to handle clients' post-purchase behavior like a pro and close small deals. Sorry, how to handle clients' post-purchase behavior and close small deals. That's what I'm speaking on. And one of the things that made this topic very important for me, and why I started researching and thinking on this topic, is based on my experience and the experiences of other people that appeared as agents, realtors, brokers, sales consultants, whatever you prefer to call it, and as clients. I've come to realize that for a long time now, a lot of agents don't handle this stage of a buyer's journey very well. You know, the post-purchase behavior stage of a buyer comes after purchase. There are 5 stages of buying decision. The first one is problem identification. You know, identifying what the need is. Okay. Then the next one is information search. Searching the information that is available that matches a possible solution to that need. And then the third stage is, you know, looking at the alternatives, evaluating the options you have from your search efforts, okay? And then the fourth one is, once you find a reliable, you know, information, the buyer then takes a buying decision and makes a purchase decision, and they purchase, okay? They purchase. That's the next one. That's the fourth one. Then the last one is, after purchase, they start to have what we call post-purchase behavior. Post-purchase behavior is a must, okay? Is a must that somebody must have. So post-purchase behavior is something that you can be sure somebody will have. Whenever you sell or you rent a property to somebody, expect that there will be some post-purchase behaviors. Okay? Once they get hold of that property, once they move in, there will be some behavior that will come out of it. What is common, okay, is that there is what is called buyer's remorse. Buyer's remorse, especially for large ticket transactions like real estate. When people buy real estate, which is a large ticket transaction, is not unusual for them to have what we call buyer's remorse. And buyer's remorse is simply, they start to have a feeling or a sense of anxiety, a sense of guilt, you know, or a sense of regret for what they have purchased. They start to feel anxious, they start to feel, you know, guilty, or they start to feel regretful of that purchase. And that can be as a result of so many things that the time will not allow us to go into today. That is not the subject of today. But be sure that a lot of people would have buyer's remorse when they buy real estate. Okay? So that would then inform some behavior pattern that will come, that they will put up. So you haven't paid you. Okay? And even outside of buyer's remorse, whatever they encounter in the property would elicit certain behaviors. For example, if you know now, it's common for developers to give what we call warranty now, right? When you buy property for your clients, they will tell you that for new development, they will tell you that within 6 months, or some of them 3 months, or some of them 1 year, they will say, if there is any defect that is traceable to construction error, we will fix it at no cost. You understand? You know that such is common now with development project, newly developed projects. Now, why that has come to play and has become a norm or practice is because buyers before now, when they buy property and they move in, they start detecting or start experiencing certain things that should not be in a new property as a result of construction defects. And they feel somehow having to use their money again to repair something that they just bought newly and moved in under 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. You know, it is in managing that kind of, behavior, that experience, that developers who are interested in repeat business bring up that warranty. So what are we saying? What we are saying in essence, when we talk about post-purchase behavior, the most effective way to manage it is for the agent, okay, the realtor, the broker, the sales consultant, whatever you choose to call yourself, is for you to have a sense of post-sales service, after-sales service. It is for you to have a strong sense of after-sales service, to know that you owe your clients after-sales service. The reason why this is important for you, and the reason why this is the reason why a lot of us actually are struggling with our business. This is the reason why a lot of agents struggle with their business. They don't have a strong sense of post-service or post-purchase service or after sales service. They don't have a strong sense of it. They don't offer it. A number of agents, when people rent properties from them, for example, and they move into the property and the agent has collected his commission, guess what happens? When you call the agent in another 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you move into the property and you discover that there are roof leakages, and you call to say, I'm experiencing some challenge in this property. The polite ones among us, you know what we do to the clients? We say, okay, what's the issue? We will listen to the issue, then we'll say, we promise that we'll get back to the person. But more than a huge percentage, a large percentage, we don't get back. Once we switch on that phone, we tell ourselves in our mind, even if we don't say it, that what concerns me? Have I not given him the property? Didn't he look at it when he inspected now? I beg, you should leave me alone, Jerry. We just switch off that phone and we never get back to that customer. And even when they are calling us back, we don't pick our calls. We dodge their call. We block them sometimes even that the wahala of this man, the wahala of this woman is too much. What we don't know is that we are doing ourselves. We are undoing ourselves. We are doing ourselves. That's what I mean. It's direct translation. It's our undoing. When we behave that way, you know why? It is much more difficult, so much more difficult to continue to acquire new customers. And it is far cheaper to retain existing customers and make them do repeat business with you. It is so much more difficult to continue to acquire new customers, and it is far, far cheaper to retain new customers, old customers, and ensure that they do repeat business with you. And how we grow our business is by retained and repeat business. Now, let me draw a map because I'm laying the foundation of what we want to discuss today so that we are very sure I'm very certain that this is a very, very important thing to discuss, because for a number of us, we probably don't see the importance yet, and that is why we behave the way we behave. Confirm to me that you can see my marker, white marker board.
Yes,
Please
sir.
confirm to me that you can. Fantastic. Now, so this is how important it is. What I tell real estate agents, realtors, is that all you need in your business is the ability to be able to get the first customer. If you know what you are doing and you are able to get your first customer in your business, except you are not doing the right thing, your business should start to move up from that point. You know why? Because if you render good service to that person, research has shown that a delighted customer will bring at least 6 other people, will tell at least 6 other people. And then, so what that means is that if I'm able to, after so much struggle, I was able to serve a customer in my business, one customer. What I teach is that ensure that from every customer, you at least get 5 referrals. So the implication of this is that from this customer, I will get 5 other new people. Okay. Now, those other 5, maybe I'm able to do business in the immediate with 2 of them. From these 2 again, guess what? I will get 10 people because 5 each. And from this 10, let's say my conversion rate is 40%. I'm not converting everybody that was referred to me. Okay. So I'm able to do business with 4 again. From these 4, I will get 20. From these 4, I will get 20. From that 20, guess what? I will be able to get 8 people. And that 8, I will get 40. From the 8, from the 40, I'll be able to get 60. And it goes on like that. So you can see that your growth, your customer growth starts to behave like a pyramid. You start with 1, and it starts to expand to 2, to 4, to 8, to 16, like that, to 32. That's how your customer growth will continue to expand, because it is just like that. That is how it is. But it will only happen if you are giving good service to them, because it is a customer that is well served that will refer people. So what I'll be teaching us today is how to serve your customers that have bought from you, because they are the best set of customers that you really need to be able to promote and do well in your business. And the reason for that, like I mentioned, is that to get repeat business is cheaper than to get new business. So when you now master the art of getting repeat business, okay, with getting new customers, you will see that, wow, your business will just grow exponentially, because you are getting repeat business and then you are getting customers. Your business will grow exponentially, because the aim of your business as an agent should be, look at, this is the journey you should have with your people. You should have from leads, you get them as leads first. Somebody, you put out an advert, and then somebody contacts you to say that, to be making inquiry about your advert. So they come in as leads. Okay. From leads, your aim is to get them to prospects. That is, you profile them as people that may be interested in what you have to offer and may be able to afford it. So they get to prospects. From prospects, you are trying to get them to become clients, okay, by way of converting them to buy from you or to rent from you. Fine. From clients, guys, this is where a lot of us stop. We stop at clients. Once we've converted them, we move on. We even leave them and we just move on. We lose them totally. We've served them because we are not offering very good post-purchase service. We are not managing their post-purchase behavior very well. We lose them at this point. Meanwhile, a good business, a good agent, a good broker, a good realtor should be striving to get the clients from client to friend. Your aim must be to get them from client to friend, and then from friend to family. The reason being, family should be the last bus stop. And once it's his family, it means that there is no end to that relationship. You are permanently and almost eternally cemented together. You know why? Family is family. That's why we say blood is thicker than water. So you are trying to get the person that came in as somebody making an inquiry about your advert. Your goal should be to get them to become family. How you can achieve that depends on what you do from the moment they become clients. Otherwise, you can lose them from this point if you don't do what you're supposed to do very well. So once customers come in with either buyer's remorse or some negative situations they are experiencing in their property, we need to have how we relate to them. And guess what, guys? It is not even, you are not going to be waiting, or you should not wait for the clients to have any bad experience before, and you want to get across to you before you start to serve them very well. The goal of this thing is for you to have delightsome service. Delightsome service. That's what you are trying to achieve. You want to delight your customer. You want to delight the person that has bought from you. That is what will make you move them from just being clients to friends, and from just being friends to family. Delightsome service, not just service, delightsome service. Okay, now how do you give delightsome service? It has to be planned. For an agent to give delightsome service, you must be a very organized agent. You must be organized. So when people rent property, let's use a rental example. When somebody rents property from you, most of the time they have issues after renting it. Some of the issues they have problem with how they will clean the place. They have challenge with how they will move into the place, and then they have challenge with the place that you've given them, either by experiencing one thing or the other that they didn't expect. Maybe the place was maybe it's leaking, maybe there is a problem there and all of that. They have a challenge. Now, this is where your own post-purchase management, behavior management comes in. Number one, once you are mindful of delightsome service, you are not going to be part of the people that scope people to give them property. You are not going to engage in such things. I usually feature in WAP TV on Tuesdays, every Tuesday by 9:30 to 10. So I was on here this morning now, and the anchor, the television station's host that usually anchors my program, we're discussing rain and your property today. We're in rainy season, so we're discussing rain and your property today. And he said, before we started, he said there is one friend, his agent friend, that he was discussing with last week, that that one was saying that the way they make money in this kind of season is to scope people, that they scope them into taking properties. That it is where after they've taken the property, they will realize that maybe the place is flooding and all of that. The guy now said, why are you scoping them now? You are giving them bad property. The reply of the agent. The response of the agent is that, if I don't scope them, how will I make money? That is an agent that will continue to struggle, guys. Yes, because he's deliberately giving out a bad property. Your loyalty is to your clients, and you must be out there to serve them the best way possible. So scoping must never be part of what you do as a professional. I know some agents and a lot of, quack agents, do that kind of sharp practices, but it's not expected of you. Your duty is to ensure that you resolve whatever issue a property has, and you present the state of the property, to your agent, giving them good service. Nothing should be surprising to them after they've taken the property, as much as possible. Now, that is one thing you must do. You must give them good property that you know about, that you are comfortable with, and that will serve their purpose and suit their pockets. So that's number one. Number two is that you must have an independent system of keeping touch with them. You are not depending on them keeping touch with you. You must have an independent system of keeping touch with them, not waiting for them to keep in touch with you. You must have an independent system of keeping in touch with them. How do I mean by that? So if somebody gets a property from you, you should have a system in your own record. That's what I mean by organization. You should have where you store the contact of your customers, their name, their phone number, their email address. And you should have a kind of program in the way you operate in your operations, such that when somebody gets a property from you, one of your concerns will be engaging them and discussing how they intend to clean the place and if there is any help you can render in providing somebody that can help them clean it. Because for a number of these people, they don't know how or where to get somebody that will give them very good service at cleaning the property that they just bought or that they just rented. But you as an agent, you should have contact of such people that do good job, that from which you can even still earn commission from referring them to your clients, So it can still be business for you by the side, So that is one. They must clean. The place must be clean, so you can engage them about you know by the way you operate that one of the things you do is that once somebody has bought property from you, you would also discuss their plans as to how to clean the place. Do they have anybody that can clean for them? Or if they don't mind, you can get them a very good person that can clean and clean at a moderate rate and introduce them to such a person. That's number one. Number two, issue they usually have problem with is how to move to the place. Once somebody buys property from you or rents property from you, you know that somebody must have to move to that property. Whether they're the ones that bought directly or the person they bought for or the person they rented for, somebody must move to the place. And a lot of clients, they have issue with getting people that will move their property in a reliable way. Getting people that will move their property in a way that they will not destroy their property, they will not steal their property and stuff like that. These are some of the relationships that you must have built, okay? And a service discussion that you must have, okay, with your clients. This person that has now become your client, you must engage them. It's not depending on them. It's not until they ask you. You have it as a mode of your operation, okay? That once somebody gets property from you, the next thing to do is to discuss with them about the cleaning of the place so that you offer them, help them if they don't have, okay, somebody that will clean in a reliable way for them professionally. Then also somebody that will move them. For all of these services, guys, you can make money. In fact, I have students and people that I mentor and people that have passed through a number of our trainings that it is in sessions like this they picked up wisdom. And right now, a number of them have cleaning business aside from their agency. A number of them have moving business aside from their agency. In fact, I know one who started moving business, okay, and his moving business right now, sincerely, is doing far better than his agency business. He's always he has gone from just moving residential to moving corporate entities to working with government establishments in moving, not just moving homes, moving factories, moving equipment. He has gone to moving internationally, moving expatriates who are going back or moving expatriates that are coming into the country, And he started by being curious and wanting to assist his clients. That's how he started. And today, that is a very robust and flourishing part of his business, separate from this agency business. And doing very well at it. Doing very, very well at it. So, what am I saying? Be organized. And your organization stems from keeping records. You have to keep records of your clients, okay? Keep records. You have to keep record of your clients. Keep records. Their names, phone numbers, email addresses. Okay, then you understand that there are stages. The first stage, to attend to them after purchase or rent. After purchase or rent, sorry, after purchase or rent is what I want to write there. The next thing is cleaning. They will clean. The next thing after that is moving. They will move. Then after that, you should time it so that once you move them in, maximum, not later than about a week or two. Not later than that. Don't let it be later than that. Call them. Don't wait for them to call you, like I said, for a typical agent. they will call you, tell you about the problem they are having in the place, and then you will say, I will get back to you, and you will never do anything about it. You'll be telling yourself, why are they bothering me? Have I not given him? Because you've given service and you've been paid your commission, you feel like, I beg, leave this person. What you don't know is that agent, that person renting property today, is the same person sometimes down in his lifetime that will buy properties. The person that is renting in Okukumaiko today, or in Yanya, if you're in Abuja, or in some other places in Transamadi, if you're in Port Harcourt, is the same person that may be qualified to do GRA, to do Metama. Do you understand? You know, but if the only way you will be the agent serving him by that time is if you remain the agent that served him first and kept serving him because of your service level, and you will grow with him. I tell people when I teach aspects of my program, I ask them that, do you know that it was one agent, it must have been definitely one agent that gave Dangote his first property in Lagos. When he moved to Lagos, maybe in the 80s or whenever he moved to Lagos, I don't know, from Kano, it must be one agent that helped him to get the first flat or the first house he rented. It must be one agent. Can you imagine what would be the financial position of that agent if he has stayed with Dangote and he still does real estate business with Dangote till today? If he's still the agent of Dangote till today, can you just guess how financially well off the agent will be? There is no asking any question that the agent will be very financially well off. But you know, the only thing that will keep him with Dangote from that time till now is if he was giving Dangote very good service, and how to give the lightsome service to be able to ensure that you even are able to get more for your customer is what I'm telling you about now. So you call them in 1 to 2 weeks of moving into the property. You call to say, hey, hello, how are you? I just called to find out if there is, if you are settling very well, and if there is anything at all you've experienced you may want me to attend to. Is there any? Just let me. That's why I'm calling. You know, don't wait till they call you to say that one kitchen cabinet is broken, one plumb is, one pipe is leaking, one electric place is not well covered. And no, be the one to call them. How are you finding the place? Hope is fine. Hope there are no challenges. If there is any, let me know. You know, I will come over, look at it, and I can take it up with the property owner or stuff like that, or the other agents. You have to be the one. You must be proactive in this thing. Now, I tell people that how you start to gauge yourself to know whether you are doing well in this business or not is when you offer a property to somebody, when you give property to someone, right? And it happens to be in the property complex where another agent, another property, maybe estate surveyor or valuer, another property person is the one managing the property. You are not the one managing the property. This has a manager, a property manager already, but you gave your client, you are the one that introduced your client to that property, and he stays there. That if that your client 5 years after, 10 years after, still brings their real estate needs to you, then you probably are doing well, or that agent or that estate surveyor and valuer managing that property is not doing a good job. Because when somebody is living in a property that I manage, whether I'm the one that gave them the property in the first place or not, now they are more like captive audience. If I can give them very good service in managing the property, they will forget the agent that brought them to that property, that gave them that property. And any of their subsequent real estate needs, guess what? It is me they'll be talking to. Except if the agent is good and has kept touch with them and is giving them good service. So you see that your business is at risk if you are giving out property, and there are a lot of properties you give out to people that are not in a place where you manage. All your customers can't be living in the properties that you manage. You will give them properties elsewhere that is managed by other people. How do you keep such customers? Those are the secrets we are sharing here. That is how you need to be upfront in terms of service. A lot of us are poor with service rendering, especially after sales, after legs, after letting, after collecting our commission. We just tend to walk away. We think that we tell ourselves that we've done our job. Hey, you've done your job for that time, but guess what? That person is a potential customer for other things. He will buy bigger properties. He has friends and family that will need property. When they discuss it with him, if you offer him very good service, you are the one he will refer them to. You understand? So that's how your business will grow. Is by rendering the lightsome service, especially after sale and after let service. And I'm just giving you procedurally how to go into it one step after the other. Okay, so you call them 2 weeks after. How you doing? And if they have any issue, you attend to it. You don't ignore them. You attend to it. That is, you are not waiting for them to call you. You are the one that will call them. So you have a system that brings their names up once they rented property from you. 1 week after they moved in, definitely you have a system that will allow you to discuss their cleaning with them. You have a system that will allow you to discuss their movement with them. So you know when they are moving in. When they are moving in, you must like to go and congratulate them the night after or something. Hope you are settling down. How's everything? You maybe home, whatever, giving them a great stay in the house. You can buy a small card that says that, or you can just do a small chat. These days of communication, you can just send them a very lovely message, chat, you know, or you go visit them to say you just want to see how they are settling down. Hope everything is okay. Stop. And then 1 week or 2 weeks after, you call them to find out, are they having any experience at all? Anything, hope everything is going well. Is there anything they need your attention about? If there is none, fantastic. If there is none, guys, 3 months after, you must schedule it. 3 months after, you should call them. So they are just calling to also find out if, that property, hope everything is okay and stuff. Now, if they don't have anything, just let them know that whenever they have anything, and if they should have anything, they should feel free to contact you and discuss it with you. Always encourage them, even though they are staying in a property that is being managed by an agent, always encourage them to discuss with you. Let them know. You have to sell the idea to them that you are best positioned to engage with the other property manager, to engage with the other agent that is managing the property. Both of you will better understand yourself.
Hello, can everyone hear me? Hello,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yes, very well. We can hear you, sir.
Yeah, I believe everyone have taken their time to listen to what our speaker is saying. It's really giving you an aid which you can be able to take down to your office and reset your office and make your real estate program, real estate business be very volatile, because that ink is very, very sellable to people outside there. And I believe we all have our pen and materials. We put something down. When you get back to your office, make sure you use all the tools that our speaker laid down to us, especially when you look at the pyramid that you draw from the lead to client, from the lead to prospect, prospect to client, client to friend, and friend to family. So that is a delightsome service, a service that you cannot enter to a client that will let you go. The client will as much as love to attach to you. He will love to listen to you at any time. And the way you move closer to your client, the more you have more prospects, more clients we engage your service. If your service is best outside there, they won't look outside. It's as you marrying a new wife. You know how it's going to look like. If you take care of your good wife, it will never leave you. That is what our speakers try to initiate us to, and I believe we have to start using the materials as the speakers will be done. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So 3 months after, guys, program your record keeping to prompt you to call the client again. Hope there is no problem. Hope everything is okay. If there is anything, just let me know. You must always let them know that if there is anything, they should let you know. Then you put them in your record. Hello? You put them in your record in your office that at least once a month, there must be a message going to all your clients' database. Once a month. And I'm not talking about Happy New Month message, because everybody sends Happy New Month message. No, not Happy New Month message. You can start feeding them. You can say that, you know what, I'll be sending my client tips on real estate. Tips on real estate investments, on how to keep your house in order. On like this rainy season now, I will send them tips on how to guard against rainy season challenges. You know, check to be sure that your drainages are not blocked. Check to be sure that you clear your drains, your gutters, and all of that. Check to be sure that no cracks in your house, no leakages on your roof, and all of that. I mean, pre-rainy season, I will send them tips on how to prepare for the rainy season. During rainy season, I will send them tips on how to cope with the rainy season. Dry season, I will send them tips on how to. Then I will send them if there are investment or real estate decisions or pronouncements by the government. Say they just launched the Blu-ray and it will run from this one to this one. I'll send them, and you send them. You just need to. You don't have to spam them. Just make sure you say you send them at least one information 1 month. You don't have to have a newsletter or a big office. No, I'm saying you just craft something in your WhatsApp chat and you send it to your list of customers. All your customers, you must have them saved in a WhatsApp broadcast group. You know what they call WhatsApp broadcast group? It's different from a group that everybody knows they are in. On your phone, you have a WhatsApp broadcast group of your clients, you know, on your phone, they are your clients. That is how you send messages to them. It is from that WhatsApp group you send messages to them every time. And your clients are people that you've exchanged chats with, that they've saved your number already. So there's no way they won't get your message. So every month, that's your own newsletter. You send them tips, just one tip every month. What are you doing? You are making sure that you remain top of mind with them. You remain top of mind with them. Then, like I said, you call them 3 months after they joined, apart from sending them messages. Call them 3 months after they moved into your property to find out what they are doing, whether they have any problem. If they don't have any problem, fantastic. From then on, find out vital information about them. Maybe their birthday, maybe their wedding anniversary, maybe end of the year, Christmas or Ileya if they are Muslims, or Nigeria we now have public holiday in Lagos State, for example, for Isheshe. So if they are traditionalists, you know, just find out what suits them and pick what you can do. Maybe you want to do birthday and end of the year, or just want to do birthday alone, or you want to do end of the year. It's not a gift. You don't have to send them gifts if you don't have the money for that. And if you have money for corporate gifts that you do in your office, make sure you send it to them. No problem. But if you don't have that yet, you've not grown to that stage, then no problem. Send them a message or call them. If your clients are not so many, call them every year. When people are wishing people Happy New Year, don't just send them a message. Call them. You know, call them. Say, hello, how are you? How's everything? And because you see, out of sight, you must realize it's out of mind. And that is what you want to avoid. You want to ensure that you are top of mind for them always. Top of mind. Guys, if you should hear or they send you an invitation that they are doing something, because by the time you are keeping close with them, make sure after that 3 months, okay, you put them on your record, then at least once a year you are calling them. Once a year after that, apart from the regular monthly chat you send to them, at least once a year, you are calling them to talk to them. And then once a year, if you can, you are visiting with them, you are touching base with them, either in their office or in that same house that you gave to them, or in their business places. Once a year, you are just saying, hey, hi, how are you? I just say I should call on you and check you. You know, and if there is anything they are doing that you heard of, please show face. So if you have the time to show face, except you don't have time, and even if you don't have time, send gifts, send representation, call them to tell them, I'm sorry, I won't be able to make it, but my staff will come, this one will come, and I'll send gifts to say thank you. I know one of my mentors in this business is late now, the renowned estate surveyor Akin Olawore. We lost him in 2019. You know, I watched that man since I knew him in about 2002, thereabout, that I knew him, till he died. You know, in 2019. I watched how he did his business. I always wonder, in fact, he used to have a very robust Indian community that are his clients. And I wondered how he got so much into them until there was a time that one of them, the daughter was getting married. And the daughter was getting married in India. Mr. Akinolawore bought tickets and went to India on his own expense to attend his client's daughter's wedding. Of course, I realized that, okay, he has gotten these people to family level. When he passed on, there were a number of Indians that came for his burial. A lot of them. When he passed on, he has become family. I mean, I don't know how much it will cost somebody, it will cost somebody to buy tickets and fly himself and put himself in an hotel to attend wedding. He stayed there for maybe a week or something like that. The guys were so overwhelmed that he could make that sacrifice. Of course, what followed? Businesses will have followed. So they have function to do. They have a birthday. Their son is getting whatever you think, whatever they take as important to them, take it as important as well. Of course, you must always check their status. You must always check them on Instagram or on Facebook, whatever they are posting, so that you are keeping touch, so if they have children, the birthdays of their children. If one is graduating, Once you see it like this, you get across to them. Congratulations on the graduation of your blah, 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 blah. Or if you can pass by the house, you pass by the house. You say, it's my boy. He's graduating now. He's a big boy now. You want to get them from clients to friends, from friends to family. Because guess what? Once you succeed at them considering you as family, whilst they are thinking of investing in real estate, they will be discussing with you, not when they are even ready. Any prospect will always call most agents that, hey, I'm looking for a property to buy. Let me look for. In their own case, once you've got into family, you are the one that will be discussing with them together on whether they should buy a property or not, whether they should be investing in real estate every so. You are the one that will be discussing with them. So they will be discussing with you while they are thinking. You'll be their consultant. You'll be their confidant. There is no real estate they want to do that they won't run it by you. There is no way. So giving another person brief will never even occur. You will be the one distributing their brief to people because it will come straight to you first because you've left the realm of just doing business. You are now family. Guys, it is communication. I need you to know this. It is communication and staying close to your customers and taking things beyond just business, okay? That would help you move a customer from just clients to friends and from friends to what? Family. And it is being proactive, not reactive. It is being proactive, not waiting for them to tell you they have a challenge or you are dodging their call. No, it is being proactive, being the one to even ask them, hope you don't have any challenge. And if they have, sacrificing to make sure it is done and fixed. You have business, you will be awash with business from there. So guys, I would like to pause here so that if we have any question, we can have that opportunity to ask. I don't know. I don't think anybody raised the hand when I was talking, but if you have any question right now, you can ask, okay? So that I hope you understand what and how to handle your client's post-purchase behavior right now. You know what it is. You know that there would always be such, and that you can be proactive by not waiting for them to even put out the behavior, but to have a plan to engage them till you move them from just clients to friends, from friends to family. If you have any question, this is the time to ask. Yes, James Olorunda. James Olorunda, you can unmute and ask your question. James Olorunda, you can unmute and ask your question. Can James hear me? Do you know how to unmute? I hope James is not having problem. Otherwise, you can type your question in the chat box. If you're having problem with your network, you can type your question in the chat box. So do we have any question? I wanted to speak for like 45 minutes, which I think I've achieved. And even beyond. So do you have any question? James is having problem, I guess. Any other person with any question, or the class was so boring or was so interesting that you don't have any question?
Yeah,
Okay,
the class
we have
is
another
interesting.
person. Okay, unknown. How can you be unknown? Let's have your name now. Unknown, you can't be asking questions. We have to know you first.
Okay, good afternoon. Oh, good morning.
Okay, Sadiq. Okay, Sadiq, good afternoon.
Yes.
Unknown, please change your name. Let's know your name. And then you can ask your question. But Sadiq, you can go ahead.
Okay. I'm very grateful for all the advice that you have been giving and the messages you passed through. I'm so happy to join the meeting. So I want to ask, how do we curb the quacks in this system?
Okay.
How do we curb them? And there are some clients as well.
Go ahead.
There are
I can't
some
hear
clients
you.
also. Okay. By meeting one client now, you tell the client, okay, fill this form to have your full details. You know, there are some that they will be keeping, they'll be feeling insecure to fill the form. And the form is very important. There was a house that a friend of mine, he got for a client. And unfortunately, the client passed on. He passed on. And for some days, they didn't know. Nobody could reach anybody. So it's the neighbors that they see that the place was stinking. So they now have to call the police officer and all. So that then from there, they locate the caretaker that manage the property. Thank God for him that he filled the form. He filled the form in his office. So they were now calling the guarantor to know who that is related to him. So all the numbers was not going. It's the agent that now brought the clients to the caretaker that was the one that now standing for them there. So he was the one that was doing the wala on and on. But fortunately, they later reached the one of the guarantor. So now where I'm going is there are some clients that they will not want to fill the form at all. How do we go about it?
Okay, thank you very much. So I'll just share from my experience. Now, number one, you said quacks.
Yes.
Unfortunately, as much as agencies should be regulated like it is done all over the world, in Nigeria, it still remains largely unregulated. And as long as it remains largely unregulated, you really cannot prevent quackery. You can curtail it, you can reduce it. I believe it is a serious effort on behalf of naives, okay, to curtail quackery. Is why AEAN was battered. And a forum like this created to dish out relevant and credible training to people so that they can be better equipped. Okay, difficult to curtail it. However, what you can do is to do your own business professionally. When people encounter, they should be thanking God that they met, okay? Because they should compare their experiences with it and realize that, oh, thank God I met this. And on the level of association, as we continue to propagate the gospel according to AEAN and naives, buyers out there, the public out there will start to know the right questions to ask and the kind of people to do business with if they don't want to be swindled. You understand? So how you do your business professionally the kind of association you belong to, the ethical behavior that you subscribe to, okay, and the quality of service you give is what will separate you from quacks. Okay? Is what will separate you from quacks. So you need to do your own business better. Then as the association gets stronger, as NIESV and or AEAN, there may be clampdowns on these quacks and all of that. Get more and more people to be able to address that situation. That can happen. Okay? So, but from where we are right now, whilst we are getting to that situation, we need to do our business more differently. That's that on that. Then on the second one, filling of form. You must realize that, you know, all over the world, people don't like to fill forms. I was a banker before I started real estate in 2005. I was a banker. You see those, and for a lot of us too, that are opening one bank account or the other. GTB as a bank gained prominence. One of the ways by which GTB gained, there were two things they did. They allowed zero balance to open accounts, and the account opening form was just one page. At the time that CBN was not regulating KYC, the account opening form was just one page. It was so easy to open real estate, to open GTB account at the time. Zero balance, and then account opening was just one page. They opened a lot of students' account that time. Now, those students now are the ones that are multi-millionaire, multi-billionaires now. And guess the account they are still using. Those accounts they open with zero balance GT. So what am I saying? Assist your client to fill their form now. Bring out your form and say, hey, sir, let's just do this form. Your full name, so. You are in it for them. Your this, okay, sign here. Oh, this information is okay. This is where to sign. And all. People just have a problem filling things. So if you offer to assist, rather than just push the form to them, it may be okay. And you are forming conversation, even as you are going through them and all with them. It may make it a lot easier. Then there are some people that are probably dubious. So they want to give you wrong information, you know. So all of that you also know by the time you are interacting with them as an experienced person, and you know how to safeguard yourself in that. But I believe if you offer information, it may reduce the resistance to form filling that you have. I mean, let me tell you now, for example, I have an HMO form. I want to change my HMO, right? I have an HMO form. My personal assistant has filled it a bit for me. It just remains a few pages for me to tick and check. Guess what? I've been carrying this envelope around for 2 weeks. This is me. Because yesterday I brought it out. I felt very slippery. I just put it aside again. For 2 weeks, I've been carrying it. It's in my office now again. I hope that I'll be able to get over it. This is a form that they feed part of it from you. It's just for me to look through and tick some other things that she couldn't do. You know, I have to do them. Is what is taking weeks now. So that is, you can't blame people for that. You offer to fill it for them, and you see that it will be easier for you. Okay, that's that. I hope I've been able to help you. You're welcome. So tell me, were you the unknown? You can unmute yourself now. Tell me.
Good afternoon, House.
Yeah, tell me, were you the unknown?
No, I'm not.
Okay, yeah, no, okay. I still want to know that unknown. Go ahead with your question.
Okay, my question is based on post-purchase behavior.
Yeah.
Okay, in a situation whereby you have a client that within you know that this person is having a high profile than you, and the client is like, all you need to do is just wanted you to give him whatever you want, probably, or to know the terms of contract, then he pays, then he pays on his own. That kind of client that he doesn't talk too much, he doesn't associate, he feels big, probably because of the position he or she is. Then how can you relate with that kind of client? How can you turn that kind of client to your friend? That's my question.
Okay. Fantastic. Thank you very much. So you must know your boundary. Okay. You must have what we call emotional intelligence, which is what you are speaking to us, to be able to read people and know the limits within which they will allow you into their circle or whether you even match the kind of people they would like to associate or be seen with, and all of that. You must know. And then you give yourself that respectable distance, but still stay close to them. Why am I saying so? These people you are talking about, even if, let's say, they regard you as somebody that is too far away from their class, at least they have drivers that drive them. They have helps that help them at home. They have this one, that one. They have people in the job. They have gate man and all of that. And they relate with these people somehow. So find a place in their reckoning to position yourself. And as you give them good service of that you've offered, I mean, if you want, you may not pay a visit to such a person, for example, after helping them to move, but you can send them a message. Sir, I hope there is no problem. I'm just checking on you to be sure that property is okay. Then another thing I didn't mention, you see, as you get close to people, get close to their wives. Do things that would adhere you to the wives as well. Once the woman of the house also likes you, it gives you a very good standing in that family. Once the woman of the house welcomes you. So a lot of the things you may be doing, conversations you may be having, may even be more with the woman because she'll be getting back to you than the man. But make sure you are contacting the man and contacting the woman. Do you get what I'm saying? So that you can better see. You don't have to be friends with them, but at least remain in their circle and give them quality real estate information. That's why I'm talking. You have to do research. You have to be reading newspaper. You have to be reading research books and getting very good information and sharing with your clients. If they're getting very good information from you that they are not getting from other people that they are relating with along the line of business, and it is you that they didn't want to, or they are considering to be low, that they are getting this good information from you, guess what? They will start looking at you differently. No matter how, they will start looking at you differently. So if you can't go to them every time, you can't call them every time, stay close to them by way of chat, by way of giving them very good information, by way of finding out if they have any issue, or if they have anything they want you to. If they are doing a party and you go there, be ready to help them serve drinks. Maybe they are looking at you like something. No problem. Be ready to help them serve drinks, Be ready to help them make sure that everywhere is clean. Be ready to help them make sure that everybody has eaten. Get into their program. You are there, but you are not there to just celebrate and rejoice and sit on the chair. No, get into it as if you are a family member, because you are a family member. That's what you are trying to achieve. Okay, so I hope that helps you.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. Emotional intelligence, very. So, Miss Abiye Richard. Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
I have a question.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sorry, please. I was the unknown you were asking of earlier.
Okay. Now we know you. Thank you for letting us know you.
Please, I apologize for that, please. I was having some issues on this side, please. Okay.
No problem.
I find your teaching very, very interesting. And I must say thank you for all you have said so far. I have some clients I have been able to establish the kind of relationship you're talking about with them over the years.
Fantastic.
In fact, I was with one of them yesterday. He called me up some time ago, I think early this year, to tell me he wants a property in a highbrow area in River State. I operate from Port Harcourt. So I went to him for inspection yesterday, and I noticed one thing. Unlike what I used to know about him, this time around, he want to bargain my fee. Before now, about 5 years ago or thereabouts, when we do business, he'll just give me 5% and walk away. And in fact, he'll be happy to even introduce me to someone else. I even sold the property for his mother-in-law some time ago. But just recently, I noticed the kind of relationship I have with him. I feel that is the reason why he's now bargaining my fee. I'm not able to get 5% again. Rather, my fee is coming down now. And that's why I want to ask, please, how do you manage such situation after having established that kind of family relationship with them? How do you establish? Although, let me also say this. I also have another client I've had that kind of family relationship you talk about with. In his own case, he called me up sometime, gave me a property to sell. He told me, if I sell this property at a certain rate, called a figure, that he'll pay me my 5%, no problem. But if I sell it less than that figure he mentioned, he said we would have to negotiate the price. At the end of it, we sold less than the figure he mentioned, and we did not negotiate the price. But in this case now, it's a different case altogether. I feel, I'm not sure, but I feel my relationship that has gone from lead, prospect, clients, friend, and now family is also affecting my agent fee. And that's what I want to ask. What do I do at this point, please? Thank you.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you. Now, is this also that the volume of the business you are doing with this person has also increased over the years?
Yes, I agree with you.
What I mean is the sheer value of the property you are talking about. Maybe before, when you started, you buy 1 million naira property.
Yes.
And then now you are probably dealing with about 20-something million naira property.
35 million naira property.
You said?
The current deal we have is worth about 30 million. Unlike what we have been doing before, that is far less than that.
So,
yes.
You have to be frank with yourself. You know that in this business, as the value of the property gets bigger, clients find the need to negotiate your fee.
I understand. That's true.
So that's what is happening. It's not just about family. Of course, so because family, right, you may have to give some, concessions as you go on. But I'm saying that it's also largely because of the volume of the business.
Okay.
Nothing really strange. Okay. Even without family, if it wasn't family, if he used to do 1 million naira business with you and he's now doing 30 million, it's easier to pay 100,000 than to just give one agent. That's what they think. That to just give one agent 3 million or 1.5. They will ask you, what have you done? They don't know what you've done. They've not seen what you've done. They don't know that this transaction that you are able to sell it is because you've maintained some relationships for years that has cost you money. That's why you're able to qualify to get this 1.5. You just sold, but I gave you just last month now, 2 months ago, and you sold now. You just want to collect 1.5 like that. That's what they do. So, and if they're closer to you, of course, we have to even negotiate and talk about that. And if they're not close to the alternative, they will negotiate about it, but they will take your business elsewhere. So you are still better off.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, guys, I want to believe that we've gained. I have a YouTube channel, right, where I have a number of videos, over almost 300 videos, and I teach majorly on real estate entrepreneurship, sales, financial freedom, how to own your first and next house. I would implore you to subscribe to that YouTube channel, and you get loads of a number of things that I've shared about that even will benefit you even better. It's called Debo Adejano TV. I just dropped the chat in the chat room. Debo Adejano TV on YouTube. Go and subscribe to it, please. I would indulge. I beg of you. Go and subscribe to it and enjoy tons of free information there. All it will cost you is your data. Okay. Destiny Apuruku. Destiny. Can you unmute yourself and ask your question?
Good afternoon.
Welcome. Good afternoon. Destiny, go ahead.
Thank you so much for the exciting training. Thank you.
Wow, I think we have a problem with your network.
My question is, have you had such a relationship over the years with some clients? Yeah.
So Destiny, I think we have a problem with your network. I can't hear you very well. Can you drop your question in the chat? I'm struggling I can't even hear. I know that you are talking, but I can't hear what you're saying. So can you chat your question? If you can chat your question, we'll be able to pick it up and hear. I can't hear you. I think network.
Maybe let him remove his earpiece if she's putting on earpiece.
Destiny.
Hello? I've taken off the earpiece.
Hello. Oh, fantastic. I can hear you now.
You can speak. I'm hearing you.
Okay, sir.
Fantastic. You can hear you now.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So I was saying first again that I appreciate this. Thank you so much, sir. And the question is, how do you healthy relationship using your promotion clients and family? I'm
Sorry.
in a situation at the moment.
Sorry, it's more for this. Destiny, I'm sorry, I still can't hear you. It's muffled. I thought you could hear you before, but it's muffled. Can you send us a chat?
Let me try. Anyway, that's what I'm about to do now.
Can you send us a chat? Can you? Okay. I hope Destiny can send us a chat if she can. Mr. Adeni.
Yes, sir.
Except we can hear from Destiny, I think this is where I will draw the
okay. I think Destiny she's trying to drop shots on the
okay, fantastic.
So let's
let's
give her a good time so that we can.
Okay.
But before that, I would like to introduce ourselves to the viewers. We are Association of Estate Agents in Nigeria, and we appreciate everyone that listened to this message and be part of this, and we appreciate you joining at the association so that the problem of you talking about quack agents or improfessionalism in practice will not come to your way. Like my mentor said, you do your practice professionally to your client, so that those that you are calling clients sometimes might bring a jackpot sales for you that they will not become quack anymore. So register them, let them become AEM member, then they will undergo several trainings, so they will have their certificates on them that give them power to serve as a real estate agent in Nigeria. And there's a lot of benefit in this. It will get you connected globally, not only you in Nigeria making sales. You can have the opportunity to go to US, to go to Canada, to go to, all over the world to practice as a real estate broker. So we believe we have about 40-something on our list. If you cannot be a member yet, I will appreciate if you can contact. I'll put the numbers on the screen. You can easily call Mrs. Bakare. Let her take you around how you can become a member. But if you're already a NICE member, it doesn't take you anything. You are already our member. What you need to do is let us know your interest in the association, and I believe you are going to, what the benefit you are going to have there, because you are part of the association already. So I believe you can undergo other things rather than you going for training, because there's other benefit that you need to enjoy. Just not to be outside the box. You have to be inside the box. So I believe everyone heard this. And before we end the meeting, I hope everyone will put their names down that they are really ready to go with us. And we're going to have our induction on the 26th of this month for the new member that we're going to induct as National Association of Realtors. That one is our bilateral partner in US. So if you are not a NRL member, please, you can put that on your program that you boost your business to make it robust and people can know you globally. Thank you very much. So Destiny.
Okay, Destiny said,
I'll see your question now, yeah.
say, what do you do in a situation where a number of your clients who have become family over the years are now asking to share in your fee? In fact, I have about 3 of them asking that I mentor them to come into the industry. First thing, you had better mentor them. You see, when it gets to that stage, at all, na in bad. When it gets to that stage, at all, na in bad. Because you know what I've observed in my years of this thing? If you don't bring them under your wing, somebody else will. And you will lose the business that can be coming to you from them. You understand? So, it's left to you. That's the truth. It has its own effects. But you see, this is it. The businesses you will have gained, what I need you to look at is the businesses you will have gained from this person over the years before they start to want to stand on their own and all of that. I mean, would have paid you for rather than not getting business from them. That's number one. Number two, even when you bring them up, you know, you'll be regarded as their mentor. So when they have businesses, they will bring it to you. You understand? They will bring businesses to you when they have it. So that's what I would suggest. I mean, that's how you should look at it. Because what would happen is if you fail to do it, other people will do it. They'll bring them under their wings and you will lose them entirely and the businesses that can still come from them. Okay, somebody said how to protect your client's investment. I'm not sure what you mean precisely. If you can speak and explain it better, maybe. I'm not sure what you mean precisely on how to protect the business of your clients.
Yeah. Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Debo and Mr. Tinubu. I am very grateful for the great work you are doing for the association. My question goes this way. I have a lot of clients within the country and outside the country in Nigeria. And most of them wanted to invest in development and renting apartments and duplexes. But the question keep on coming that, okay, if I buy a house and I want to rent it out, how can I have my constant rentage fee based on the Nigerian system economy? You know, sometimes somebody might have a job and might lose his job. And how can we have maybe like a 2 years contract or a 1 year contract with a tenant that using his apartment or his duplexes for rentage? So, and that question keep on coming. And because of the way Nigeria is different from the way they operate in US. So I don't know how to, you know, give them the right answer, because I have a lot of clients in US and they want to buy property in Nigeria, but for investment, they want to buy it and rent it out, making money. So that if they're coming back home, they will not come home with money. They will already have money in their account. But they keep on asking me that question. Oh, Mr. Hybe, okay, if you want us to buy property in Nigeria and you want us to have partnership with developers in Nigeria, how can you secure my investment with the developers? And if I have a house, how can you give me assurance that my rentage money will be constant for 1 year contract or for 2 years contract with the tenant? And I don't know what to tell them.
Okay. So this is what I would advise you. Depends on the location, because they may be introducing you to some other business that you are not thinking of yet. So I hope we know the story of shortlets, how shortlets really took off in Lagos particularly. This is how it took off. Some guy who knows a number of people who are in diaspora who have properties in Nigeria pitched to them that, you know what, if you give me your property to manage, I can guarantee a particular amount of rent for you every year. Because they do this in US, they do this in UK, guaranteed rents. You know, and what he simply did was, if the going rate, if the rack rent, okay, the going rent in that neighborhood, if it is 2 million naira, what he did was, you know what, I will guarantee that you will get 1.8 because I'm guaranteeing, okay. But what the guy was using the property for is shortlet. I'll manage the property, I'll put tenants in it and all of that. And he was using it for short lets, meaning that he was making more money than 2 million. Or in some cases, the owners know that it's going to be in short let, and he says he will tell them, we will split the income 70-30. I will take 30%, you take 70%, or what I'm able to raise from the short let. And that's how to manage it. So he's not guaranteeing them in that way, but he makes them know that it's short let, and they will share from the proceeds of the short let after expenses. So for properties that are located in areas that short let can be viable, why not? You can explore that. For the ones that are not, you really cannot guarantee rent. You just have to let them know that professionally, you will try as much as possible to reduce void. Okay? But, okay, so this is what I will say again. If short let cannot go, shared apartments may be able to go. If shared apartments can go, you may still be able to guarantee some level of rent. But if short let cannot go in the area, shared apartment cannot go in the area, it may be difficult to guarantee rent. You just have to let them know that. We'll manage your property such that professionally, we'll reduce the void period as much as possible, and you'll be able to get as much money as possible from your rent. That's the best you'll be able to do. I hope I'm able to help you. I don't know if Mr. Tinubu has something to add to that. So guys, my YouTube channel is shared in the WhatsApp, in the chat room, Debo Adejano TV. Please, I would encourage you to go ahead and subscribe. Go there and subscribe and enjoy almost 300 videos that we have dropped there so far, all on various and interesting topics in the real estate market. Okay, thank you very much. So, Mr. Adeni, I hand over to you at this point.
Thank you so much, Mr. Debo Adejano. May God bless you for us. May you continue to grow. May your business never come down, because you have been doing wonderful in the industry. Me that I'm talking today now, I'm part of your students. I believe you can remember me very well. So thank you thank God for sustaining
remember
this level. So I will encourage other members too to click into his YouTube. You know, there's a lot of nourishment tools that you can take as a fight against real estate incomparative to your office. Because as he said, apart from you being in his YouTube, there's another link that I found this morning that you can add to the tools that you'll be using for your clients. You know, there's a series of training that you can be attending that will make prospect into your business. And as we're encouraging you to register with AEN, we have a lot of trainings, and we have a lot of professionals that can give you support, advice, move you close to the developers, so that you will not be having issues that I don't have direct clients, I don't have, you know, I'm doing a long chain trading, you know. Sometimes the long chain trading always draw realtors or agents or a broker backward. So for you to be in the world front, you know, there's a way we can do synergize things for you that will make you closer to the developer, so that you can know that from what Mr. Adebo have said, to manage your client very well, to have a good behavior, good character to your clients, monitoring your clients, monitor the back end of what you have done, can give you good clients and increase your portfolio. So I will advise everyone to join Association of Estate Agents in Nigeria and register. If you're already a NICE member, you have already registered. What you need to do, just pay your association fee. Then they will give you your number. From there, you become a member of Association of Estate National Association of Realtors, because we have signed a bilateral agreement with several associations outside Nigeria. That one qualifies you to trade or to be a realtor outside Nigeria. Like what my colleague just asked a question, that how can you secure your friend investment when he's not living in Nigeria, he lives abroad? All this association, we help you, we guide you, we tell you what to do, you know, so that your clients can believe in you that all his investments are well secured. This is what we are doing here. You understand? Is what we are doing, and we too we don't jump into it. We go through the association so that we can be able to hold the prospect into our hand. So I believe everyone listen to the message very carefully. If there's any area which we are not touched, you can easily call me or message Mr. Debo Adejano, or you contact our secretary, Mrs. Ikem Bakari. I can see someone raising his hand up. Mr. Harry, can you drop your message on the chat so that we can address it? Mr. Harry. Hello? Yeah, Mr. Harry, go ahead.
I have done that. Can you hear me?
We are listening to you. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, I was talking about Associate Pro Affluent Network. I don't know whether it's still relevant because I have my link with them. Associate Pro, the one that is marketing real estate school and all that stuff like that.
Is it for Mr. Debo or for
Yes, Mr. Debo, yeah.
Oh, Mr. Debo, yeah, Mr. Debo, I think is can you drop it on his private
I have
chat?
sent it to a chat.
Okay, thank you very much.
Mr. You have my number.
No.
Okay. I will put Mr. Debo's number on the screen, or he can help us to put it on the screen, then you can private chat.
Okay, I will screenshot it. I will screenshot it if you send it.
Okay, Mr. Richard.
Okay, please, Henry, just send me the chat.
Okay.
Mr. Richard.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Tinubu.
Good afternoon, sir.
You spoke earlier about an induction to hold on the 26th of September, 2023.
Yeah, someone asked a question about the benefit of Association of Estate Agents in Nigeria. The induction that is coming up is part of the benefits. The people that we're going to conduct induction for, they have gone through international training, and they have already registered with our bilateral partners in US, which they have their like an association ID that we help them to log in online, to do trading online, to have clients online, that is not in Nigeria. Do you get my point now? So that is the benefit of you joining AEN and become NAL member. So NAL member is an international member that we sign a bilateral agreement with our bilateral partners outside Nigeria. Do you get the point now? So we are inducting I think 15 or 14 of them. That's the first batch. So another batch is coming up next year. So you can join the second batch for next year. Apart from you getting business in Nigeria, it will expose you outside there. Then from the association, you will have chance to travel out of the country. There's a lot of conferences, seminars that come up apart from Nigeria. Do you get a point? So it's educating and much more make you move closer to people outside there.
Okay, I was thinking it's a program we can join on Zoom. That's what I was asking, if we can join the same induction here on Zoom. That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, actually, it's not open for non-members, but we try to encourage you to make it on Zoom, that you can join on Zoom as well. So if you can register your details with the secretary, so they will add you to the Zoom during the induction, then you can join us.
Okay, in the recess, I just newly joined. I just newly submitted my details and made payment to join the Association of Estate Agents some months ago. And our chairman in Port Harcourt has told me that there will be a training that will come up soon, but the training date hasn't been communicated yet. However, I'm waiting to get information for that training. I thought that is what we were talking about. That's why I'm asking on
No. The one we are talking about is not a training, is an induction. Okay. So the training you are going for is just for you to become a member of Association of Estate Agents in Nigeria. Okay. So I believe the secretary will have your details, then she will get in touch with you.
It's okay. Thank you.
Is that okay?
Yes, thank you. I'm okay.
But if you have any difficulties, you can have my number, then you call me directly. 0809
0809
547
547
6053.
6053.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, someone asked a question that what are the requirements to join the association? Number one, the requirement to join the association is not things that have been difficult. I believe everyone have the requirement. The requirement is just for you to have interest to practice first. Once you have interest to practice, then other things the secretary can assist you to take care of it. Does that answer your question, sir? Mr. What's this? Brightcon Investments.
Mr. Lee.
Yeah.
Mr. Lee. Good afternoon. Please, can I just chip in one or two things?
All right.
Please. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all very much for joining us today. The Association of Estate Agents in Nigeria is an association that is open to all estate agents in Nigeria. The association major objective is to train and retrain estate agents, just like what you are experiencing. For you to become a member of the association, there is a mandatory training that you must undergo that makes you a member of the association. We'll be having the next batch of our mandatory training in October ending, October/November. But the date is not yet certain, but it's going to happen in October/November. For those of you that want to register with the association, some of the requirements that we need is your CAC, your academic credential, a passport photograph, an application letter on your official letterheaded paper that is stating your current office address. You use it to write an application applying for the membership of the association. The first year payment for you to register with the association is 100,000 naira. That also covers the mandatory training fee. After the first year, your subsequent payment will just be the annual due, which is 15,000 naira. And then you enjoy a lot more. The WhatsApp group, the interactive session, the classes that will enjoy as a member of the association. Then the training that you get, both local and international, the contacts, the networking that you also get. We're also having a conference that we're going for in Ghana. We also have in Ghana in October. We also have another conference that we're going for in Dubai in December. We also have another conference in US. So join us, join the trail of the Association of Estate Agents and go global. Thank you all very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. Thank you, madam.
So I believe everyone have had the robust package that I have within the association, and for us to have a good take-home advantage and for future benefits of our other rituals that are coming behind us. I believe we have to start the train now. So you're ready to join, you can consult the secretary, then let's ride on together. So thank you very much, Mr. Debo, once again. And I believe you are not going, you are still part of us. We are making a plan to have our conference next year in April. So Mr. Debo, we are going to get in touch with you. Please kindly accept our letters and be part of us.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Somebody just asked, our mandatory training is done online to enable us cover a wide range, to cover nationwide, and also to cover for those Nigerians that are practicing outside Nigeria, outside the country, that want to take part in the training. Thank you very much. See you next month. God bless you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.